Here's a scene from 1983's The Right Stuff. It's the late 1950s. Harry Shearer and Jeff Goldblum play government recruiters out in the California desert evaluating test pilots as potential astronaut candidates for the brand new space program. The legendary Chuck Yeager, the greatest test pilot of them all, is played by the late great Sam Shepard.
Well, these must be our gentlemen from Washington, scouting for astronauts. Welcome to Edwards.
Scouting for lab rabbits, more like.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite get what you said.
What I said was lab rabbits.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, that just means that you boys don't need no honest-to-God pilots. You know, what you ought to get is a little old lab rabbit to curl up inside your damn capsule. You know, with his heart going pitter-patter and a wire up the kazoo. I don't hold with it.
I don't either. You want a pilot to be a ballistic missile and then splash down, possibly get lost at sea.
You know, there's some things you can't change. Some peckerwoods gotta take the beast up, and some peckerwoods gotta land the son of a bitch. And that peckerwood is called a pilot.
You're mighty right.
These boys smell panic in your program. That's one thing they don't respond to. Now, maybe if we talk privately to Yeager there and some of the other boys.
That's
one by
Yeager?
one, yeah.
I'll tell you what else, anybody who goes up in that damn thing is gonna be spam in a can.
I'll drink to that.
Yeager doesn't fit the profile.
Yeager doesn't fit?
No, he didn't go to college. We're only taking college personnel. I think we're going to have to forget about Walker and Crossfield and the other civilian pilots, too. I mean, security clearance just takes too long with those people. And besides, they seem a little too independent, you know what I mean?
You mean for this space race, you don't want our best pilots?
I didn't say that. We want the best pilots that we can get.
Hey, y'all want to drink whiskey?
No, thanks, Fred. Just a little coffee.
I'd like a Coca-Cola.
Coke?
In a clean glass.
Now I'd like you to watch the closing scenes of 1995's Apollo 13. As the movie ends, Jim Lovell, played by Tom Hanks, delivers a concluding voiceover.
Our mission was called a successful failure, in that we returned safely but never made it to the moon. In the following months, it was determined that a damaged coil built inside the oxygen tank sparked during our cryostir and caused the explosion that crippled the Odyssey. It was a minor defect that occurred 2 years before I was even named the flight's commander. Fred Hayes was going back to the moon on Apollo 18, but his mission was canceled because of budget cuts. He never flew in space again. Nor did Jack Swigert, who left the astronaut corps and was elected to Congress from the state of Colorado. But he died of cancer before he was able to take office. Ken Mattingly orbited the moon as command module pilot of Apollo 16 and flew the space shuttle, having never gotten the measles. Gene Kranz retired as director of flight operations just not long ago, and many other members of Mission Control have gone on to other things, but some are still there. And as for me, the 7 extraordinary days of Apollo 13 were my last in space. I watched other men walk on the moon and return safely, all from the confines of Mission Control and our house in Houston. I sometimes catch myself looking up at the moon, remembering the changes of fortune in our long voyage, thinking of the thousands of people who worked to bring the 3 of us home. I look up at the moon and wonder, when will we be going back? And who will that be?
These two clips have a pretty cool thing in common. Maybe you already knew it, or perhaps just now figured it out. In case not, I'll explain. In the clip from The Right Stuff, there's this fedora-wearing waiter that creeps up on Harry Shearer. He's clearly not a fan of Shearer's choice of beverage.
I'd like a Coca-Cola.
Coke?
In a clean glass.
The waiter is played by none other than Chuck Yeager, the ace of aces himself. In the Apollo 13 clip, Tom Hanks as Jim Lovell is congratulated profusely by the rescue ship's captain. The rescue ship's captain is played by Jim Lovell himself. I'll leave you with one last cameo appearance. Here's a scene from 2000's Erin Brockovich.
You kids go ahead and order.
Okay, I'm gonna have a cheeseburger deluxe with a Coke.
Okay.
Mommy, can I have a cheeseburger deluxe with no cheese and no bread?
Did you get that? Yeah. And she will have a cup of chicken broth and a few crackers, please. And for you? Just a cup of coffee.
Julia Roberts plays Erin Brockovich. Erin Brockovich plays the waitress named Julia. I'm Jack Azut. Thank you for watching.